All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya Lila Chapter 25 Text 121. Dharmadi Vishayi Yoiche Dharmadi Vishayi Yoiche Ichari Vichara Sandhana Bhakti Ehichari Vicharera Para. As far as religious principles are concerned, there is a consideration of the person, the country, the time, and the circumstance. In devotional service, however, there are no such considerations. Devotional service is transcendental to all such considerations. When we are on the material platform, there are different types of religions: Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and so on. These are instituted for a particular time, a particular country, or a particular person. Consequently, there are differences. Christian principles are different from Hindu principles, and Hindu principles are different from Muslim and Buddhist principles. These may be considered on the material platform, but when we come to the platform of transcendental devotional service, there are no such considerations. The transcendental service of the Lord, sadhana bhakti, is above these principles. The world is anxious for religious unity, and that common platform can be achieved in transcendental devotional service. This is the verdict of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When one becomes a Vaiṣṇava, he becomes transcendental to all these limited considerations. This is confirmed by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 14.26. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samithyaitan rama bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. The devotional activities of the Krishna consciousness movement are completely transcendental to material considerations. As far as different faiths are concerned, religions may be of different types, but on the spiritual platform, everyone has the equal right to execute devotional service. That is the platform of oneness and the basis for a classless society. In his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur confirms that one has to learn from a bona fide spiritual master about religious principles, economic development, sense gratification, and ultimately liberation. These are the four divisions of regulated life, but they are on the material platform. On the spiritual platform, the four principles are Gyan, Vijnan, Taranga, and Tadrahasya. Rules, regulations, and restrictions are on the material platform, but on the spiritual platform, one has to be equipped with transcendental knowledge, which is above the principles of religious rituals. Mundane religious activity is known as Smarta Vidhi, but transcendental devotional service is called Goswami Vidhi. Unfortunately, many so-called Goswamis are on the platform of Smarta Vidhi, yet they try to pass as Goswami Vidhi, and thus the people are cheated. Goswami Vidhi is strictly explained in Sanatana Goswami's Hari Bhakti Vilas, wherein it is stated, Yatha kancha tamyati shamsham rasa vidhanata tatha diksha vidhanena vijat samjayate nunam. By chemical manipulation, the bell metal is turned into gold, and when touched by mercury. Similarly, when a person is properly initiated, he can acquire the qualities of a brahmana. The conclusion is that devotional service is open for everyone, regardless of caste, creed, time, and country. This Krishna consciousness movement is functioning according to this principle. Text 122. Sarvadesha kaladasaya janera kartabya guru pase sei bhakti prashtabya shrotabya. It is therefore the duty of every man in every country, in every circumstance, and at all times to approach a bona fide spiritual master, question him about devotional service, and listen to him explain the process. 123. Ita bhare bhajin yisham tadbhajina sunatmana anbhaya vyatire kabyam yatshat savatra sarvada. A person interested in transcendental knowledge must therefore always directly and indirectly inquire about it to know the all-pervading truth. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.36. It is the fourth verse of the Chatu Shloki. For an explanation, see Adi Lila, chapter 1, text 56. Text 124. Amate ye priti se prema prayojana karyadvare kahitara svarupa lakshana. Supreme affection for me is called love of Godhead, and that is the ultimate goal of life. Let me explain by a practical example the natural characteristics of such love. 125. Panchabhuta yarche bhutera bitare bahire bhaktagane suri ami bahire antare. The five material elements are existing inside and outside of every living entity. Similarly, I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, am manifest within the heart of the devotee as well as outside his body. The pure devotee knows that he is a servant of Krishna eternally. He knows that everything can be used in the service of the Lord. 126. Yatha manhati bhutani bhuteshu cha vishashvanu pravishtanya pravishtani tathateshu nateshvaham. As the material elements enter the bodies of all living beings and remain outside of them all, I exist within all material creations and yet am not within them. Purport. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.35. It is also the third verse of the Chatu Shloki. For an explanation, see Adi Lila, chapter 1, text 55. 127. Bhakta ama preme bhanjache hridaya bitare yahan netra pare tahan dekaye amare. A highly elevated devotee can bind me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his heart by love. Wherever he looks, he sees me and nothing else. 128. Vishjati hridayam nayasya sakchad darir avasha bihito pyagha bhuga nasa pranaya rasanaya drukangri padma sabhavati bhagavata pradhana ukta. Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who destroys everything inauspicious for his devotees, does not leave the hearts of his devotees even if they remember him and chant about him inattentively. This is because the rope of love always binds the Lord within the devotees' hearts. Such devotees should be accepted as most elevated. This is a quote from Bhagavatam 11.2.55. 129. Sarva bhuteshu ya pasyed bhagavad bhavam atmana bhutani bhagavatyatmani Isha Bhagavat Tato Maha. A person advanced in devotional service sees within everything the soul of souls, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Consequently, he always sees the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the cause of all causes and understands that all things are situated in him. This is a quote from Bhagavatam 11.2.45. Text 130. Gayanta uchar amum eva samhata vikyar unmataka vad vanad vanam haprachur akasha vad antaram bahir uteshu santam purusham vanaspatin. All the gopis assembled to chant the transcendental qualities of Krishna very loudly, and they began to wander from one forest to another like madwomen. They began to inquire about the Lord, who is situated in all living entities, internally and externally. Indeed, they even asked all the plants and vegetables about him, the Supreme Person. Purport. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.30.4. The gopis almost went mad due to Krishna suddenly leaving the rasa dance. Because the gopis were fully absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, they were imitating his different postures and pastimes. They became very much saddened because of his absence, and this incident is explained by Shukadeva Goswami to Maharaj Parikshit. Text 131. Atheva Bhagavate Eitina Kaya Sambandha Avideya Prayojana Maya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, thus one's relationship with the Lord, activities in devotional service, and the attainment of the highest goal of life, love of Godhead, are the subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam. 132. Vadanti tat tatva viras tatvam yajjanam advayam rameti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabhyate. The absolute truth is known by the self-realized souls as a unified identity known by many different names: impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11. For an explanation, see Adi Lila, Chapter 2, Text 11. Text 133. Bhagavan eka asedam agra atmat manam vibhu atmechanu gatavatma anandamat upalakshana. Before the cosmic manifestation was created, the creative propensity was merged in the Supreme Lord's person. At that time, all potencies and manifestations were preserved in his personality. The Lord is the cause of all causes, and he is the all-pervading, self-sufficient person. Before the creation, he existed with his spiritual potency in the spiritual world, wherein various Vaikuntha planets are manifested. Purport. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 3.5.23. Text 134. Ete kshamsa kala pumsha krishnastu bhagavan swayam indvari vyakulam lokam rudhayanti yuge yuge. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purusha avatars. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28. For an explanation, see Adi Lila, Chapter 2, Text 67. Text 135. Eta sambandha suna abhideya bhakti bhagavate prati shloke yapeyarastiti. This is one's eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now please hear about the execution of devotional service. This principle pervades each and every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. 136. Vakyaram ekaya grahya shradhayatma priyasatam bhakti punati manishta svapakana pisambhavat. Lord Krishna said, being very dear to the devotees and sadhus, I am attained through unflinching faith and devotional service. This bhakti yoga system, which gradually increases attachment for me, purifies even a human being born among dog ears. That is to say, everyone can be elevated to the spiritual platform by the process of bhakti yoga. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.21. 137. Nasadhayati mam yogo nashangshyam dharma udhava nasvadhyayas tapaschyago yatha bhaktir mamojita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, said, my dear Uddhava, neither through Ashtanga Yoga, the mystic yoga system to control the senses, nor through impersonal monism, or an analytical study of the absolute truth, nor through study of the Vedas, nor through austerities, charity, or acceptance of sannyas can one satisfy me as much as by developing unalloyed devotional service unto me. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.20. For an explanation, see Adi Lila, chapter 17, text 76. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to the worldwide devotees Ki Jai. All glories to all human and non-human living entities Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Hari.